Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another night of ESEA Advanced Division action here at True North Studios. I am Phaser here on the desk today with my good friend and co-caster for the night, Evan. Evan, how are you doing, my friend?
I'm feeling pretty good, Hayden. I think this is going to be, I don't want to say the best game we've done, but definitely a contender
Yeah.
for one of the better ones. I mean, we have two absolute heavyweights coming in tonight and two teams that we've seen on True North Studios before, and I think we were both pretty impressed by what we saw. So I'm looking forward to seeing these two teams throw down. Obviously, a lot of stakes with this being semifinals for advanced playoffs, so a lot on the line for both of these teams tonight.
Yeah, I mean, playoff lives kind of at stake here. We have the 2 and the 3 seed in the advanced division duking it out here in this upper bracket matchup. And like you said, we've seen both of these teams before here on True North Studio. We saw Chicken Coop face Beyond Limits earlier this season, and we saw Club 333 play against, I believe it was Team Mouse at the time, who are now Villainous.
Yes.
As well. So both of these teams very experienced here in this advanced division, and we've definitely seen our fair share here at True North Studio.
Yeah, I mean, I think the experience that you talk about for these two teams, I think, is really going to be the deciding factor in this matchup tonight. You know, we could talk about the lineups for these teams. I mean, it's star-studded across the board. I think we're pretty familiar with some of these players. I mean, pretty similar records, all things considered. I mean, 12-2 for both sides, third and second for, Chicken Coop and 333 respectively. And the win rate's so high. I mean, a 70% win rate for Club 333. Super, super impressive. Although Chicken Coop do win the battle in terms of Team KD. But I mean, these are two squads that all season have just been balling at an insanely high level.
Yeah, I mean those Team KD stats can be a little deceiving, right? Obviously, both these teams are very good fraggers, but you never know what kind of rounds you may end up with. Some rounds or calls for an early save. So those Team KDs, big. It looks like a big discrepancy right there. But both of these teams, like we have already stated, can shoot really, really hard. I'm looking especially kind of looking at Club 333, looking at Four Taylor and Secret Agent as two players to kind of watch on their end. Meanwhile, we'll get to our Chicken Coop, who we're kind of keeping an eye out for a little later. I mean, you mentioned it in the pre, or while we were writing our notes before the pre-show, but you have a player on Club 333 that you also want to talk about. So I'll let you take the floor for that.
Yeah, I mean, when you sort of look at the FACEIT page for Club 333, I mean, Laxi obviously draws the most eyes. I mean, last seen today, rank 2 overall on FACEIT. I mean, that's absolutely insane. I mean, the last win for Club 333, 38 and 29 at 94.6 ADR and a 1.31 KD. I mean, this is a guy who's both successful in entries and, finding more opening picks, even if he's not the first one on site. And the average damage per round, 78.7. I mean, this is a guy who could just absolutely do it all for this team, and I'm expecting him to put on a big performance tonight, as well as our Canadian player highlight, which is sponsored by Third Sight. Thank you, Third Sight, for being a sponsor, a community Counter-Strike organization based in Ottawa, focusing on bringing Canadian players together. They host in-game watch parties, create original content, aimed to be the go-to platform for Canadian Counter-Strike news, stories, and coverage, actively building new events and initiatives to help grow the scene across the country, and are always looking for volunteers who want to get involved and support the mission. If you are in North America and are Canadian, like the two of us, visit thirdsight.org to learn more and join their Discord. Without further ado, we'll take a look at who's representing the Great White North in the server tonight. It's going to be Drop for Chicken Coop. I mean, Hayden, I think we talked about this guy before when Chicken Coop was on stream last time, and I remember Drop putting on a particularly good performance, if I can remember correctly.
Yeah, he definitely performed well against Beyond Limits. I think that was really, really early on in the season. So Chicken Coop was able to get off to quite a hot start. But we can see here the kill death at 1.2 for the ADR at 93.7, which is extremely, extremely high. The FACEIT ELO 2870. And well, of course, as NACS fans, you should all know, but Chicken Coop were victorious at Frag Tap Reloaded in Philly just the other week. So Drop had a really, really good series in that best of 5. He went 70 and 61 in that entire series with a 1.23 HLTV rating as well. So Drop is our Canadian player to kind of keep an eye out here for in this matchup. But besides those kind of players, I mean, it feels like everyone on Chicken Coop really seems to have their moment in the match.
Yeah, and I think when you sort of look at, you talk about Frag Tap. I mean, this is a team that going up against Marsborn, another one of these really highly touted NA advanced teams, and going all 5, yes, but still coming out with the win, and even going down, 2-1 in the series, able to find their way back in, and winning on Mirage and Ancient, which we'll talk about in a second. I mean, not strong maps for this Chicken Coop team, so a lot of resilience being shown by this team, and I don't know if we'll see one of those maps tonight. It's definitely very possible. We can break it down, and obviously, like every time we talk about maps here on True North Studios, it's going to be sponsored by Counter-Strat. Counter-Strat helps competitive Counter-Strike teams prep smarter without spending hours digging through match history, demos, and veto data. With Veto Analyzer and Veto Simulator, you can scout an opponent's map pool, predict likely bans and picks, and plan your vetoes before match time. Snapshot takes that prep even further by showing opponent tendencies across rounds, players, sides, and timing windows, so you can quickly understand how a team actually plays. Whether you're getting ready for a league night or a tournament match, Counter-Strike gives you the information you need to make a better decision before the first round starts. And hopefully both of these two teams did their research on map vetoes. I mean, we certainly did the dirty work to get down. And I mean, we kind of look at common picks and bans for these teams. Chicken Coop, common picks, Nuke, their best map. 10-4 in terms of picks over bans, a 20-6 record on Nuke. I mean, this is absolutely a map that if I'm Club 333, I do not want to see slip through in the bans tonight. Overpass Inferno, also really solid for Chicken Coop. And when you look at Club 333, Dust 2, Ancient, Mirage, they're top 3 with Dust 2 being their top of the 12-7 record. Common bans, both teams, I mean, a little bit of a difference. Both teams really don't like Anubis. Anubis is the most banned map for Club 333, but with all that being said, I think we've sort of accurately predicted the map, at least I hope so. We have it written down as Nuke, Ancient, Overpass with the Dust 2 wildcard. I think that's pretty accurate. I think we might have gotten it bang on tonight.
I think so too. I think Nuke will definitely, come through. Overpass, I feel like has that chance to be that decider, but I don't know. I mean, like you said, Dust 2 as that wild card. We could see it up on screen right there. Club 333 on a 5-game win streak on that map. So if that's, Chicken Coop's not necessarily permaban, but their second ban, you can't let that through here for Club 333. And we are about to figure out what our maps are for this best of 3 set here tonight. Let's see if it comes true. And oh my goodness.
Oh, well, we only got one.
Oh my goodness. Well, hey, you had the wild card.
You know what? Technically, yeah, we did get the wild card.
You had the wild card.
We're close. We were close on this one. I mean, I think Inferno coming through definitely makes a lot of sense for Chicken Coop. It's a map that Club 333 not super comfortable with. They're able to find success in this 12-4 record on Inferno for Chicken Coop, so I think that just makes the most sense. Dust 2 coming through for 333. Obviously, we just talked about how that's a really solid map for 333. So I think when you look at it, that's really the map that if they win Inferno, they're looking really good for Dust 2. But if for some reason it goes all the way to 3, then you're in trouble a little bit as you get into Chicken Coop's best map. So I think for Club 3, you need to win Inferno. I mean, this is sort of the make or break for this series, I think. I mean, we talked about the predictions a little bit. I think 333 take it in 3, no pun intended. I think this one does go the distance, but maybe I changed my mind a little bit seeing that Nuke came through as the decider.
Yeah, I mean, I have Chicken Coop in 2. I have 2 really close maps here on Inferno and Dust 2, but I think if this heads to Nuke, I honestly might be calling it wraps pretty early on if Club 333 get out to a slow start. I mean, we had seen it in our stats brought up earlier. Chicken Coop 13-2 in their last 15 on Nuke. That is an unheard of kind of record here, especially in the advanced division where it's so competitive. Like you said, it is so scary. So if you are 333, you have to really. And 8-2 on Inferno. Not too bad for Club 333. That is a pretty good record, although they do ban it out quite a lot. So if it comes down to it, I do think they have a pretty good chance here on Inferno. I am interested to see what side they start on. That is also kind of a big, decision here on Inferno. Are you going to try to set the tone on the T side, or are you going to let Chicken Coop let those riflers loose and kind of bring that aggression early if you are a member of Club 333?
I don't know. I think like just taking a look at the data and how maybe club approach this, I think maybe you want to come in and set the tone. I mean, you know what you need to do. You know this is a map that, or at least if you've done the research, you know this is a map that Chicken Coop definitely favor in the pool and have a really solid record on it. So I think you come out, you set the tone, you really try and establish your dominance early, carry that momentum into, the second half, and then if you're able to find a win, then you're going on to a very comfortable map of Dust 2, which I think, like we said, if Club 333 can scrap out this win on Inferno, I think it is going to be a close one, like a 13-10, 13-11. Then you're really setting yourself up well for the rest of the series potentially. I think they need to win it in two. I think that's the easiest way to say it. I don't think you want to get to Nuke. I think that's the absolute worst situation for them, but we'll see what happens and when we get to it. Nuke, we talk about how good Chicken Coop is on it, but this definitely isn't a map that Club 333 ban out a lot. It's about the middle of their pool, sort of like right slap in the middle. So it's definitely not the worst location for them, but it definitely is in favorable territory.
Yeah, I think the key is you just don't want to let Chicken Coop power up, right? If
Yeah.
you do take Inferno if you're Club 333 and you lose Dust 2, then I think you're in deep, deep trouble, because at that
Yeah.
point you've kind of swapped map picks, right? And you're going into this really kind of dangerous territory where Chicken Coop seems to be super strong on Nuke, and maybe you guys haven't been, maybe they haven't been practicing it too much in scrims. Obviously, we didn't really have too many notes on it in terms of like officials, so very, very interested to see kind of where this ends up. That map veto has really shaken up kind of how we were going about this game and how we were kind of thought it would shake out. And just quickly, well, before we get into game here, this is a semifinal game, right? And we have
It's true.
another
So they say.
game going on the other side of the bracket. We've got the Brahmas versus Villainous on the other side of the bracket. Two great teams in the advanced division, and that's going to be a good one. I think either of these teams that win are going to have a tough challenge ahead of them here in the advanced division finals. So very interested to see. I think, like I mentioned early on in the season, Evan, I think advanced has it's the best talent pool it's ever had this season. I think there are so many teams that on any given night can take a win here, especially in those early regular season best of ones, and here when you get to sharpen your sword and in those best of threes.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. I think, we've been sort of getting more involved in the advanced scene, doing a
Yeah.
lot of things and just getting to watch some of these higher level teams. You talk, obviously, the teams tonight, very, very solid teams like Villainous, Wannagoons. I mean, these are teams that definitely have the potential to, you don't want to say like get the, you're not going to say like make the jump up to EPL, but I mean, these are teams that definitely have the talent that these guys might be seen on higher level rosters in a couple years from now. I mean, that's the sort of talent level we're looking at with these teams, and they're exciting to watch. I mean, I think that's the best part. I think some of the best CS coming out of North America right now is coming from the ESEA Advanced, right? Like these are some really, really solid prospective talents that we're getting a chance to look at. It's really exciting to see that, this is potentially the future of the NA scene. Obviously we've had a little bit of a rough week, at the major. I hate to bring up NRG again, but it's true. I mean, these sort of things have been happening, so we need something to sort of get this region sort of out of the dumps, because it's been pretty rough the last few years.
It has, and this is where it starts, right? That grassroots level, pardon me, in those main and advanced divisions, players climbing the ranks, finding their footing here in the VRS system. We are close to game, ladies and gentlemen, so shouldn't be too much longer now. We'll be brutally honest. Our talking points are done. It's going to be kind of who can really duke it out here on that first map of Inferno. I know you and I, we love watching a good Inferno game in the pro leagues. Very interesting to see how it's going to shake out here in the ESEA Advanced Division semifinals. Chicken Coop versus Club 333. Man, I'm kind of shocked. I just want to go touch upon those maps like one more time. I feel like I'm really shocked that we didn't get to see like an ancient come through. I feel like with the recent success that Chicken Coop had on it against Marsborn at Frag Tab Reloaded, I feel like they're kind of riding the hot hand here, and maybe it wasn't something that kind of Club 333 was going to expect, but it is what it is, and we'll have to just see if that'll pay dividends for them here in this best of three. We're almost underway here. I've got the face of page on my right. It's going to happen soon enough, so stick with us here. I mean, Ev, we've kind of gone through the predictions. Who do you think? Okay, here we go. We'll get down into the really specifics here. Who wins first pistol? Who are you going with on first pistol?
You're giving me a 50-50 coin flip here.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll take Chicken Coop just for the fact that it's their map pick. I know that's not a super deep analysis on that, but I think they'll feel confident. Not saying that I don't think Club have a chance or they don't have a chance of winning this map. I think Chicken Coop they have the proficiency. I think they're going to be able to take pistol, come in and really find a way to win. I think if Club 333 are going to find a way to win, I think they're going to have to scrap out this Inferno game. And I mean, we've been watching quite a few Inferno games, and you know that these games are very, very tight. It's econ is so important in these games because of how tricky it can be to retake some of these sites. That B site in particular is just so difficult. I mean, every single round, like especially on the CT side, you really have to fight for. So I think depending on which side they start on, obviously that's going to change my opinion, but I think, like we were saying, if Club 333 want to really come out, make a statement early, I think they're going to want to try and prioritize finding this pistol win, but I just think Chicken Coop just has that little bit more of an edge to get them through. But we won't have to speculate any longer as we're going to transition right into game, and it is going to be Club 333 starting on that CT side. So Chicken Coop looks like they're going to want to get things off to a good start right off the rip.
Here we go, the semifinals in the ESEA League Advanced Division, the upper semis, pardon me. Up 3-3. Trying to take a little bit of banana control here. Secret Agent's going to get flashed off of that angle, and Laxi, a little bit of jump spotting. MDS holding alongside T-Ramp with Crisp, and Jared's just making his way through those second apartments right there. So Club 333, they're not going to extend out too far. They're going to let Chicken Coop come to them, and obviously no more util on the side of Chicken Coop. So they're going to have to walk through this smoke or let it fade and play the time to try and cause some chaos here on this B site. But that bomb is rotating back towards mid.
Yeah, just a little bit of a traffic jam at the top of Banana. That's going to force that rotation. Like you said, that smoke's so important. That's all util gone except for the one smoke that Crisp has that you would assume, if A's the play, going to be sent over towards that library moto side. But they'll have to try and fight through this defense. Club 333, they're going to have to be ready to make this rotation. Drop's still lurking, so he might be good to get at least a couple if Club are not wise to it as our first exchange comes through near bracket, but both teams really taking it slow. But I think Chicken Coop just waiting for the right time to really break into the site here as Mero on the balcony. Not going to be good to find any. Wreckmeister and Jared find those first two for the T side. They have an early 4-3 advantage.
Bomb is going to go down here. 4 versus 3, and all three of those B players are going to rotate through mid to try and fight their way back onto site. Crisp down into that pit. Really crucial to play off of. Jared up in apartments. First kill comes in for Crisp. It's going to make things really scary here for Club 333. Secret Agent though finds one, unable to find the second in pit. And just like that, Chicken Coop, like you said, Ev, you're going to take the first pistol here. Up 1-0. You're going to get a ton of money from that bomb going down and going to buy into some Galils and potential Mac 10s and speed things up here in round number 2.
Well, I'll take that, because that makes me look a lot smarter than I really am. So, good prediction coming through as yeah, Chinku really being patient as well. I liked how they were able to sort of wait out, and despite the fact that, yeah, there wasn't a whole lot of utility on their side, they're able to effectively make, you know, this such an interesting first round, and we're hoping for an interesting round here. Let's go 3-3. They're being forced to buy into this now. I think they're going to want to try and get things back under control as Marrow is going to disappear through that smoke. Back up a little bit, but sort of a similar setup we saw in round number 1. Chinku setting 3 early up Banana with 2 lurkers out near apartments. If 3-3 can hold Abs just a little bit better, I think they're going to be able to have better control of this side of the map. It all depends on who's going to find this entry pick, and is any space by the T's going to be taken in the apartments.
I do like that Laxi and Maro are posted up here in apartments. They have that UMP and that, you know, kind of upgraded 5.7 pistol. So if they can catch Wreckmeister off guard, oh, that's an audio cue that's going to make them even more curious. Here he comes.
Yeah, they're coming out now.
Yeah, they're coming out now. Wreckmeister's got to be careful up from the ropes. Maro is going to find him. That's going to signal towards Club 333 that nobody is through into apartments and not up through mid, so it's up to these B players to hold on for their dear lives. The scout for Cobra trying to find anything. The trades coming in. MDS and Crisp with their rifles. Oh, through the smoke, Crisp. Right onto Secret Agent, and Wreckmeister goes down in mid, but in the end, it is Chicken Coop to get this bomb down, and Laxi and Maro have nothing to do except wait outside of sight and try and find an isolated 1v1. Doesn't look like it's going to happen here.
I don't think they're going to be able to get this one. It looks like, ooh, Maro is able to find Crisp on the way out on a little bit of a fadeaway, and Laxi, hold on now. This round is not over yet. No kit for the side of Laxi, so he has to find this pick here if he wants any hope of a defuse, but no kit like we called. But hold on, wait a minute. Grabs the kit last second. Look at this. The CTs barely scrape their way through round number 2. That force buy paying off, and they tie it.
Wow, the kit down right near connector.
That was a great play.
That was a great play. Communication at 100. Club 333. Way to bounce back. I mean, to be able to slowly creep up towards Banana and bait that last Shinku player into that fight, I mean, you have to peek. You have to. You can't just assume that he's gonna get off of that 10-second defuse. Now, Coop are going to be brought down to their Tech 9s, and maybe try and speed things up here. The flash does come through, and MDS, oh my goodness. Finds 2 with the Tech 9. Secret Agent has to take 1 and get out of dodge.
Is he going to reposition? Going to find that pick onto Wreckmeister, so Secret Agent doing a really good job of making this a little bit more feasible, but look at this, the T's come swinging right back in. Marrow able to find 1 before getting traded, and now similar to what we saw before, Laxi in a bit of a clutch situation, but this one does have a flash to work with, so does at least have an entry. MPS also 1 bullet, but doesn't matter if he can hit the shot first. Chincoop right the ship after losing what might be a very important early round, at least in terms of economy, and that's going to force a timeout.
Hot start for MDS, 7-1. Great stuff. And the big thing there was Laxi had an AK. Could have opted to save that and bring that into this round here, but did try and go through, and now Club 333, they're in a very, very difficult spot.
It's gonna be
money is, yeah, I don't even know what this buy is. Like, what do you bring in? You bring in a hero rifle? Cobra gonna bring in a hero M4?
Our 0-3 is the hero rifle.
Hey.
Definitely. Oh wait, hold on. No, Laxi also with some money as well. So it's gonna be ugly. Like the util, not gonna be great, but I guess maybe a little bit better than I expected. But it's still not great.
Might be a site stack kind of gamble. Put Laxi and Maro on the same site. No? Yeah, they're gonna go towards A. They're gonna go towards A and pray that Chicken Coop follows suit. Try and take some space towards balcony.
and Cobra could be good as well. I mean, you would assume that Chicken Coop has the utility to clear out mid and this bracket. I mean, you're electing 3 defenders for this mid defense because Chicken Coop, I mean, it's been a similar play to start. You know, you send 3 up Banana, you have your 2 lurkers trying to take space in abs, but I think for Chicken Coop here, you're really going to try and look to break through Banana. If you're expecting these CTs to invest more in A, you're really hoping that you're going to force them into a really awkward retake.
Ooh.
Drops can... Ooh.
The gamble. The gamble.
Ow!
There you go. Drop opens up the B site. The gamble does not pay off, so Laxi, Maro, and Cobra are gonna save their weapons. Jared's gonna try and get sneaky here and look for maybe a rotate in. It's kind of like a counter rotate. They're waiting for Club 333 players to look for exits, and oh no. Laxi goes down. Okay, good trade. Good trade from Cobra right there, but now Chicken Coop knows their position. So send Rickmeister over to hunt potentially with that Mac 10, and Chicken Coop's gonna find 3 here. Good stuff from Chicken Coop to kind of play that advantage. We got another kill there for Maru, but oh no, he's gonna get risky. Oh no!
Ooh.
After time drop. Oh no.
I mean, thankfully Maro's able to get out of there, but you're hoping for a save if you're Club 333, and this is going to be another ugly, weird bye coming into round number 5 as Chicken Coop have definitely come out swinging. To start this, I mean, sort of like we expected. I mean, I think we knew that if Club were hoping to take this one, they were going to have to scrap out this win, and already facing some early adversity. Not on util on the board, 3 smokes across the line. 1 M4 and a scout for Secret Agent. Let's give it over to Cobra. So these smokes going to be super important for investment for Club 333. An early one sent over towards mid. Just slow this advance a little bit, but already the T's, I think, trying to put a lot of pressure on this mid player. They know Maro is lurking. They can't find him, but guys like Jared, I mean, this is going to be a big ask. If he can find this pick to open up this A angle, these T's are off to a hot start, but of course, as soon as I say that, Jared's lurk gets shut down, and let's see how Chicken Coop can respond now.
Awkward interaction right there. I mean, Wreckmeister's close, but not close enough to trade him out, and even with that kill, Chicken Coop aren't too sure where they want to go here. Crisp and Wreck, they're going to work together towards mid. Try and find their way potentially into this A site while dropping MDS. They're going to make some noise over on B, try and call over that last player in Morrow, but no budging on the side of Club 333. Everyone's going to stand pat and let the last 30 seconds play out. Secret Agent's getting, I was going to say, maybe he's getting an inkling that they could be coming through CT here. I don't know if this is going to end up on that B side. I think Chicken Coop have their eyes squarely set out on A, and Morrow is left up to an impossible task, and Wreckmeister is going to find the headshot kill, as well as the 4th round for Chicken Coop.
Honestly, kind of surprised that Club didn't send another player to rotate over through CT just to give a little bit more support on A. You know, the possibility is definitely there. Even if you don't fully commit over to A, you can at least have him be sort of like a floater just in case the call does end up going the way of B. But now you're sort of in a weird position, and now with Morrow hitting the deck as well, I mean, this is going to be almost an impossible retake given the economic situation. You know, Deagle, a 5-7 and a scout. I mean, it's not happening for Club, and another round where Chicken Coop just simply outweight the CTs. And 1 pick is all it takes, and it's another nice pick for Crisp. And once again, Chicken Coop really setting the tone to start us off here.
Can respect for Taylor for trying to get some damage onto the Chicken Coop players last second, try and let the bomb blow up on them, but a rough start, like you said, for Club 333 here on the CT side. They just haven't really found their footing. They haven't, I mean, they had the 1 clutch round, but besides that, it just feels like Chicken Coop has found that opener or found a really good lurk play, and even when we thought last round where they got Jared off the start really early, thought, oh, we're in a good position. It didn't really
No.
work out for them here. Denied.
No, definitely not. And I think as this continues to go on, you can just tell that Chicken Coop are slowly powering up. And I think you had brought this up at the pre-show, is that you don't want to see a Chicken Coop that's been powering up. Because, you know, you had mentioned the streak they had gone on at Frag previously. And this is a team that the vibes are high right now. They're peaking at the right time. And despite the fact that Flow 333 might have the player advantage in terms of face-it ranks, at least on paper, I don't know if this is the type of team I want to be running into in a playoff situation.
That's that LAN experience is going to come in clutch here in these online events, and oh, what a boost! Oh, unable to finish the kill. Secret Agent on 1 HP. 1 HP in a dream, and he gets a kill. Oh no, it's for Taylor. Oh my goodness, Secret Agent with the assist. I thought he found the kill there. That was gonna be a brutal blow for Chicken Coop, but this B site is weakened, so if they can just find a solid entrance, bringing advantage in their favor. Here they come. The molly's coming through. The connector smoke is in, and 1 HP. It's all up to 4 Taylor. Unable to find it. MDS. Great shot. B site once again open for business for Chicken Coop. And not a lot you can do here if you're a Club 3-3 on this retake.
I mean, you do have an HE and a flash for Laxi. That HE is going to get sent over towards back sight, but not really going to connect with anything. And now if you're Chicken Coop, you're just sort of waiting up the street till you have one flash to try and break in, but not enough, as Wreckmeister and Crisp able to rack up some kills. And now Cobra in a really awkward spot looking to strike, but Wreckmeister gets there first. The good times continue to roll. Oh my goodness, chicken on chicken violence for your T side, as they are just looking so strong early on. It's just not much going on for this club side. I mean, they're just really gaining nothing right now. Sure, they're building up the loss bonus, but it's still not much if you can't translate it into a round win.
I just love how varied Chicken Coop has been for these, you know, kind of opening rounds. They aren't just barraging one site or, you know, finding that same weakness each round. They are clearly more prepared for Inferno. And I mean, look at that boost the round before, and the timing that they got in round number 5 to take over that A site. Jared, once again,
Man,
finds that opening pick. It's just bad news after bad news for Club 333 to start us off here on Inferno. And now they just have free reign over the second mid, and Laxi has the MP7 and his MP9, sorry, in his hands, and this is good for 1, but the trade is going to come through. And now if you're Chicken Coop, you got to make a decision here. All right.
well, I think the decision is going to be pretty easy, as
All right.
Banana fully under your control now. Smoke's out as well, as per usual, and that's the round right there. I mean, for Taylor, Secret Agent in a totally different postal code right now, and it's definitely not happening with 2 pistols and no util. So, not an effective eco if you're Club 333. I mean, finding Jared is nice, he'll upgrade. You'll salvage the MP9, but is that really enough to bring into this next round here? I mean, you really need to start finding some momentum, and I almost wonder if this is grounds for potentially another timeout to be called for the CT side, because besides that one win where you take a force buy, which I think we were sort of thinking that this was maybe the start of the tides turning, but it just hasn't been much since. Jinku was just completely locked in since then.
Secret Agent cannot die here. For Taylor, oh, he finds his kill onto drop.
They're going for him.
It's a nice kill onto drop, but has to stay hidden. This AK is so valuable.
They found.
Oh my goodness. Nice kill. Oh no.
Oh
no.
Ooh.
I mean,
not like
okay.
this.
For Taylor did pick up an AK off drop. Now, the difference between 1 AK and 2 is pretty big, especially when you're down by 5 rounds. But look at the money on the side of Chicken Coop. I mean,
they're rolling in it.
Look
Like
at
Scrooge
Crisp.
McDuck. I
Look at
mean,
Crisp.
yeah, Crisp is, yeah, he could buy and then some.
And then some.
Yeah, I mean, it's, and this is what we were talking about. A team like Chinku that you don't want to see get this strong early, right? I mean, clearly things are going their way, and for Club 333, you don't want to say you're already looking over towards Dust 2, but I think a couple more rounds you lose, and that might be the vibe for this team. You invested in op, but are we going to see it in a position? It's going to have to rotate all the way through CT, and by then, Coop is going to have this site under control. Wreckmeister making things just a little bit easy, and that's the last defender down on A, so you know you won't send Cobra in with this off. Too big of an investment, and Secret Agent really the only one who can maybe make a stab at this, but it's going to be another save. I mean, Wreckmeister just continuing to make life a living hell for Club 333, and once again, save City on Inferno.
Yeah, the op. I mean, this isn't even guaranteed to be a save. Cobra's got the cross, which is good for Taylor. Side Church is going to find Wreckmeister. So, okay. Club 333, when it comes down to those duels, they are not, you know, necessarily being outshot in this scenario. Chris is going to go down, but he's got more than enough money to make up for it. So, Coop is not too worried about it. 7-1. Unbelievable stuff on the T side for Coop here. And look at the pace at that round, Ev. Just so fast up through mid. Through the smoke. It doesn't even matter. Flashed out. Wrapped onto A. And Club 333, they didn't even have a chance to think about that round.
Yeah, and I think for a team that obviously we didn't really talk about Inferno as much as some of the other maps, but remember, Coop, this is a map that, sure, they banned more than they picked, but they're 12-4 on this map. This definitely isn't a slouch for this team. Definitely one of their betters, and we're getting to see that early. I mean, it's just been all Coop all day. And for Club, I mean, sure, you lose another one, but that save was the best thing to happen to you in a long time. I mean, you're able to keep the op as well. You have the loss bonus. You save a couple rifles as well. Those extra kills go a long way in order to finance this. The only thing you're sort of really lacking is a lot of utility, but I mean, you have enough flashes and smokes to really hold off some of these potential Ts, and it all just starts with finding a pick, though, and that's a great way to start it, as for Taylor finally getting a bit more active and giving Club 333 a chance to get a foothold in a round, but can they finish is the question.
They're going to rethink this B hit. That's 2 smokes deployed near top banana, and Jared is nearby. He's going to have to face Laxi on the way out of apartments, and Wreckmeister coming up short as well. The flash is going to go out. Meant for Laxi. He's going to tank it. He's going to find one. Drop off that balcony, and now has Morrow to support him. MPS finds one as well. Back and forth here, but this A site once again cracked open, and Chris is going to get this down. Oh, Moto re-smoke as well. Oh, Chris.
Oh, that's a backbreaker.
That is a backbreaker.
And Crisp now, I mean, he's ready for the smoke to dissipate. Looking over towards Moto, and oh, that is a very bold swing through the smoke. They are just lambs to the slaughter. Coop, I mean, it was ugly, but they got it done. Just a disastrous sequence of events for Club 333. That's the op down as well, and just losing momentum so slowly. I mean, we just need to get these guys activated. Cobra, I mean, 2-7. I mean, we just can't have that happening right now. It's been a very tough start right now. You are able to reinvest in the op, but Cobra broke as hell. But a lot more util to work with at least. So I guess it's something, but I need to see some results for this Club 333 team if I'm going to start believing in them again.
It's a great molly, by the way. We can't see it per se visually, but there's a molly up in short right there. It's going to deny Cobra any mid-peak. Wreckmeister, great nade. 32 damage on Tomorrow. Oh, the boiler peak.
Oh, he saw him.
Oh my gosh. Drop on the other side of the map. He's going to find one, but the trade is there. Laxi doing God's work in the apartments, but Coop, they're not even looking over towards that area. They are fiending for this B site, and Secret Agent and Cobra. Tall task ahead. First shot in against Crisp is good. So now Club 333 are primed for their second round win here on Inferno, but utility out. What's going on?
Terrible timing. That flash just coming out at the absolute worst time, and another round where it looked like the CTs were going to be able to hold Coop, just get everything coming up their way, and now Mero and Laxi in another tough situation. A lot of util to work with, though, so you are expecting this to be at least attempted. You have an HE to potentially clear out backside, and that's what Laxi getting himself set up for. Great Molly, flash out as well. Pop comes through. Mero, though, not confident in that swing, but he's going to have to be. Maybe should have waited a little bit longer. Wreckmeister with the nice double. And Coop just so good at holding off these retakes. I mean, I don't think we've seen Club 333 take any retakes at all tonight.
I think it was just their one and only round, right? That was that clutch. That was
yes,
but that was like
right.
but that was by the skin of your teeth. That was like
yeah,
like
not a confident retake by any standard.
No. And then now look at this buy. Light util, an XM out for Morrow. I don't even know. This might be the first time we've seen an XM on True North. I'm not gonna lie. Drop finds the opener. Secret agent brought down, and Coop are just feeling extra confident here. Wreckmeister is going to get caught out and back down into the 4v4. Makes things a little interesting, but this B-side once again left to one player, Secret Agent. What do you have for us here?
And again, I'm still really surprised that Club 333 are just leaving one or two guys over towards this B-side. I mean, this is where Coop have really been having the most success, and this late rotate is going to come through, and yeah, you have at least some rifles to work with, but Coop now, they have so much time to get set up here. I mean, you already put Jared on top Banana, but that's going to get taken out, but here comes the rotating player as Chris puts an end to that. So Laxi and Mero, once again, we've called their names before in this situation. This is not going to be an easy retake for your CTs, and Laxi, okay, it's good to find drop, but time is ticking away, and
they know he's a banana.
They're not even going to be able to get this. They know where the two players are. Laxi on the outside of the smoke. That's a 2-1 swing, and that's double digits for Coop.
What a half. What a half from Coop. One of the most dominant halves we've seen here on True North. I mean, they're taking space where they want to. No resistance. I mean, we talked about it literally last round, but Club 333's only round here was on a clutch, a 1v1 clutch in the second round.
And you still haven't called a timeout.
You still haven't called a timeout. I think at this point, if you're Club 333, it's kind of like, all right, GG, go next. Pray that Dust 2 goes a little bit more in our favor. Oh, here we go.
It's a good start. But can they finish? I mean, that's not the first time we've seen them take some opening picks like that, but they just haven't really been able to make anything out of this. Oh my goodness! How do you not finish that kill, Laxi? You need that one, and now more picks coming the way of Coop, and what seemed to be a round that Club 333 was almost guaranteed to win, looking very, very ugly for Taylor. On the outside looking in, gonna have to rotate through Moto. I mean, this is just an absolute disaster of a way to end this half.
Oh my god, Jared through the smoke. Oh my gosh. 11-1 for Coop here on Inferno. Club 333. You're gonna need a miracle here. You're gonna need something, and it's got to start here on this pistol. You gotta have something in your back pocket, an ace up your sleeve, if you will. They're going to need more than just a prayer. They're going to need a miracle here on Inferno.
I don't think this is the map to do it. I mean,
no.
This is no NRG big. I mean, this is not Mirage. I mean, we're looking at a Coop team that is not only dominated, but just stolen all their momentum away. And, ooh, okay. Of course, as soon as I say that, Mero finds a nice opening pick, and MDS is going to have to be put in a little bit of an awkward spot. That's now Apartments infiltrated by Laxi, and he's going to assassinate MDS in the back. So Club 333 trying to make their way over towards this A site. Crisp now. This first line of defense is going to get around the box. His teammate and Wreckmeister, good for one before getting traded out as things starting to come to fruition for Club 333. Finally, some positive momentum. It only took them switching onto the T side. Should be able to find this one, and then the next round subsequently, but is it enough to quell the tide of this Coop team that has just totally dominated this entire night so far?
So you say that they're going to get the next round, but what if Coop pulls the reverse?
This is true.
They pull the same thing. What if they win the Force Up or the Eco? Club 333. This isn't even a guarantee either. Shots missed. Crisp. Oh, thought that was going to be one Coffins. Did get close to that site, but Club 323 ever so slightly chipping away. Miracle needs to happen. The buy is going to be good. So upgraded pistols, MP9 for Wreckmeister, and probably a third round for Club 323.
And how desperately do you need this? I mean, we've been talking about how it's just been chicken coop all night, and I think just finding something to stop the bleeding and get the monkey off your back is so important in a situation like this. I mean, we can assume they're already looking towards Dust 2 right now, because it is going to take a miracle comeback in order to get into a situation where you can potentially steal away Inferno. But I guess it's not impossible. But it starts with another solid round right here as Chicken Coop not forced into this, but they are going to get aggressive. Wreckmeister going to spray it down with the MP9, hot swap to the MAC-10, so it's a nice opening for Chicken Coop. They might be trying to steal away that conversion like Club 333 did to them in the opening half. Jared going to force to use that smoke to extinguish that molly as Marrow finds the first pick of the round for Club, but look at this, the C75 getting a little bit active. Cobra, a nice double to get things back under control, but already a lot of damage has been done, and Wreckmeister getting off this balcony. He's going to have to make sure he clears, but Marrow not looking in the right spot, and look at this. Chicken Coop, they pull an Uno reverse guard, and they steal that conversion just like it was done to them earlier.
Like it was written in stone. You win the pistol, and you lose the next. Has to happen. Now they're up to map point here. And Club 333 are...
Surely that's the backbreaker.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think
this is going to be a super ugly buy for Club 333. I believe that's one rifle on the side of Marrow. And I think Jinku now, I think you can afford to be a little bit aggressive if you want to. Early molly out towards top banana. They're not being complacent here. Good nades as well, and Jinku should be looking to press this issue. His Club 333 definitely looking a little bit awkward in figuring out where they're going to go.
Mag 7 out for Chris. Oh, there we go.
Oh, wait, hold on.
The Tech 9. It's going to give...
It's an upgrade, too.
Yeah, this is going to give a good angle for... Oh. Through the wall for Taylor, though. Finds his second. Not aware of Jared in the corner. Laxy's going to trade him out, and Wreckmeister's nearby. So... 2v2 now.
They're going to hear that, though.
Yeah, they're going to hear this, but they have so many rounds.
Whoa.
It's not going to matter. Laxy. Oh, good for 2. Jeez, those are some crispy shots. Third round for Club 333. And I can honestly respect Chicken Coop just going for it. They've just had such a strong start here that even if they lose this round, lose the next couple, it's not going to hurt them. It's just going to make their night ever so slightly longer here.
Well, you don't want to get complacent, though.
That is
true. It definitely
true.
looked like there were a couple ego swings coming out for this Chicken Coop side, and they definitely paid for it. And for Club, I mean, this is sort of what you need, right? To just kind of chip away. I mean, it's still going to be very, very difficult to get into this position, like a winning position, but you just need things to sort of go your way. And I mean, that's another nice opening for them where it's been tough to find this opening leverage. So now with B, a little bit more open, MDS and Drop going to set this boost up. This could be dangerous if you're Club 333, and so is this. Jared now up near mid. Might be good for a couple. Finds the first one before getting traded out, and the rest of these B defenders also able to find a lot of good usage out of their stay here as here comes Crisp on this long flank. If Mero's not careful, you might get the full brunt of the C-75.
This just gonna wait it out. Might be. Oh, I was gonna say might be playing for an exit, a late exit, but that's an upgrade from Arrow. Look at that shiny toy. 12-4 now. Chipping away. It's got to start somewhere. You can't get to 12 if you don't follow suit with every round prior. And full buy for Club 333. Chicken Coop once again on nothing but a deagle in the hands of Jared. So they're going to concede basically this fifth here. Unless something absolutely insane would happen. Now, if Chicken Coop wins this, I'm going to go on record. I'm going to say that would be the craziest round we've ever seen here. Would be insane.
Well, I mean, like you said, it just takes one opening. And I mean, Jared, we've seen what they can do with deagles. And I think if Club 333 get a little bit complacent, you might fall, but surely you're not just solo swinging in certain situations. But hold on, wait a minute. Drop's going to send 2 to the mat. He's going to be able to back his way out of there, but AK Diff, as he will fall, is now this looking a little bit uglier as Crisp, the last man standing. About what we expected, but Chicken Coop definitely taking a little bit of a chunk out of the T's side. So 23 HP, you're not expecting him to do a lot here. Maybe you can get one exit, then steal the rifle way into the next round, but it's going to be pretty ugly, and those shots in the back going to end that one for Chicken Coop as 333 still alive, although just barely.
It's going to allow Chicken Coop to buy up into these rifles. Club 333 building up their economy slowly but surely. Laxi still has 3,900 to his name, so and Cobra with 3,200. So 5th round secured, and could cut the deficit to 6 here if they can muster up this round. Good util barrage up through Banana. 4 Taylor is going to make things a little awkward. Could be an early engagement here, but that flash is going to go through, and oh no. That is not what you want. 4 Taylor gets aggressive up towards the Banana, gets caught out, and no refrag potential. Now you're in a really awkward position with about 115 left. What space do you have? Where do you go? Can you read these CTs? Can you read Chicken Coop? And find a gap in their defense, but right now it looks solid on both of these sites.
I think it's really going to come down to who can find these next couple of picks here. And I'm looking at Cobra and making some space with the op over towards A. And that's where Club 333, that's where they're putting all their chips. Need to try and find something here, something to break into this site. But doing a really good job at finding a good way to defend this. Cobra is good for 1, but a nice response from Chicken Coop leaves Cobra on an island with the op. Gonna try and back his way behind the half wall. Finds 1, but still has 3 defenders in the way. 2 on the site and 1 in Wreckmeister rotating up through mid. He's gonna have to be crispy with these shots. 18 HP left in this game. Gonna swap to the Tech 9 spray a little bit as the Dragnet comes in. Good to find another one, so not dead yet if you're Club 333, but 10 seconds left. Have to get this bomb down, and Chicken Coop not gonna let it happen. It took a little bit longer than they were hoping, but Chicken Coop still find a way to dominate on Inferno. And what a solid way to get us started here in the semifinals of ESEA.
Man, it just felt like Chicken Coop were rolling over Club 333. Felt like that entire T side. I mean, good effort, kind of right at the end, right there from Club 333 to kind of bring it back and have something positive to take away and bring into Dust 2 here as Chicken Coop goes up 1-0 in this series. Ev, that 3-mapper is going to be pretty tough if Club 333, they come out the same way they did here on Inferno.
Well, you're hoping that now you're getting into a comfortable map, right? Obviously, it's your map pick. It's your best map. You know, you need to try and play one of your best games of the season today. It definitely is looking a bit brighter, but with the way Chicken Coop came out, this is a team that looks very locked in, and I think it's a team that can really dominate no matter where you want to take them. So I'm definitely a little bit worried if I'm Club 333, but we'll wait a little bit longer to think about that. We'll get a little bit of time to just decompress after that map, because there was so much I think that went wrong for 333. And we'll sit on that for a little bit more. We're gonna send it to a quick break, but before that, Phaser, we do have a special announcement that we're gonna get set for the folks at home right now.
Yeah, so we talked about them earlier here at True North, one of our partners, Counter Strats. They help obviously with teams in the ESEA League and anyone participating on a team on Face It to strategize, learn tendencies, help yourselves improve as a team. They have graciously given us access codes, 7-day access codes for their platform. So if you are interested in potentially winning access to Counter Strats dashboard, their veto simulators, their all their data that they can provide to you, please type !giveaway in the chat, and we will give away an access code to a lucky viewer at the end of this stream, whether that's at the end of map 2 or map 3. So stick around, !giveaway in the chat, and hopefully you can win. But with that said, Evan, like you said, time for a break here. We will come back, and when we do, we will head into Dust 2 as Chicken Coop looks to take a 2-0 sweep here in the semifinals.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're just about to get into map number 2 of this series. It's going to be Dust 2, home turf, you could say, for Club 333, who are looking for a rebound after a very slow start on Inferno. But is it as much of a slow start from Club 333, or is it just a dominant showing from Chicken Coop? We're going to have to wait a little bit to see. I'm sort of in the former of these two sides. I think Club 333 just got off a little bit flat-footed, and the momentum was just already just out of their control. It couldn't get back into it. We saw them bring it back a little bit near the end. I think they're going to try and carry that momentum into Dust 2 because they're going to need it, because already this series is going to be an uphill battle. We already talked about Nuke being the decider, just a really dominant map from Chicken Coop. But if you can at least get a little bit of momentum starting on a favorable map, you can maybe change your fortunes a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I think Dust a different. I think Dust 2 brings a little bit of a different play style compared to Inferno. I think. Uh-oh. Might have lost me there.
Oh, no,
Might have lost me. Connection.
Well,
up and down. Here we
we'll
go.
See. Well, hopefully. Oh, no, I think I think you're all right. I think you're good.
Am I back?
It was.
Am I back?
This was definitely the
was
worst.
It the ghost? The ghost of Phaser?
The ghost of something.
Definitely. The ghost of something.
But hey, I mean, it's good that you're still here, because I think you want to watch this next map, because it's all things considered, like this series, should be pretty interesting as we get towards this. I mean, I think Club 333 can sort of get back in the win column on this one, but Phaser, love to hear your thoughts as we get into map number 2.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully I don't get cut off too much by the drop in connection here. But like I was saying, I think Inferno plays a little bit differently to Dust 2. Obviously it does, right? There's not as much as not as much slow pace gameplay. I think it kind of allows for some better flanks, some better lurk plays here on Dust 2. So overall, I think the pace at which Chicken Coop played Inferno on their T side can really benefit them here on Dust 2. So yes, they aren't super familiar in terms of like looking at our ESEA stats. They aren't super familiar here on Dust 2, but I still think that they have a good chance here, especially after a thrashing over on Inferno.
Well, I think the other thing with Dust 2 is that this is a map that you assume that everybody sort of has a lineup or that plays for, because of how often you usually see it get picked. So I think both teams are going to be coming in ready to this game. Obviously, Club 333 a little bit more to fight for. They're going to try and get things started on the T side, try and change things up a little bit. We'll see how they do it, because they're going to need some help if they want to survive into Nuke.
Upper bracket life on the line here for Club 333. Oh my goodness.
Oh, okay.
Dropping MDS. Good shots through the smoke. Brings live count to 4-3 for Chicken Coop, and up through catwalk for Taylor. Finds 2 great headshots. Now, oh my gosh. Oh
okay.
My gosh. Drop.
All right.
Are you kidding me? What is this?
I see how we're moving already. Okay.
Oh my god, you can hear it. Can you hear the chat? You can hear them typing in chat. That was an insane shot. Are you kidding me? 1v1 now.
Man.
I can't get over that. That's the play of the night. That's the play of the night.
And now Drop, I mean, he's going to hope to finish this, but Cobra's going to get a look over on Cat, and shots getting traded out. None of them connecting fully. But look at this. Drop is able to salvage it. A couple nice headshots, and Chicken Coop, they keep the good times rolling. The CT side for them has been pretty good lately as they find their first.
That is our third site Canadian player right there. Drop. Are you kidding me? What a way to start things off here on Dust 2. That was insane. Some of the nicest pistol shots we've seen. Now you got to follow it up here in the second round. M4's flying out for Chicken Coop. MDS finds one with the M4 smoke, and Now it's just a
Man.
formality at this point. The Galil is in the hands of Secret Agent, but I just don't think with the number advantage for Chicken Coop that it's going to find any real value here in round number 2.
No, definitely not. I mean, Jared, finding a lot of value with that MP9, making some good use for it, and, you know, just doing that old tried and true strat of just pulling down with the MP9, and who would have thought it would find some kills, and so does Cobra. With the scout getting active early as bomb goes down for the first time for Club 333. Chicken Coop's retakes being tested. Once again, Secret Agent looking a little bit hurt early as they're trying to salvage this, and wouldn't this be something? I think every time we've had a pistol round, the other team has been able to steal the conversion away. This is the third time this has happened tonight, as similar to Inferno, Club 333 in a position to maybe steal some momentum early.
That is quite the point. I mean, unable to win the conversion, Club 333, they do it again, this time in a more comfortable fashion, instead of that nail-biting defuse there on Inferno. So they're able to bring some upgrades into the round number 3 here. Long control completely taken early here by 333. MDS needed that first shot. Oh no.
Needed
That's
that
wraps.
one too.
Oh, hello? That's wraps here on this A site.
Yeah, it's the play, just rush A for Club 333. Not much to be done if you're Jared. Gonna get out of dodge with that Deagle. Not really gonna be able to upgrade to much. And Marrow, he's gonna spot him. So this position going to be called out, and the hunting dogs are out to find this final player for the side of Chicken Coop. Might be able to find one, at least one for his troubles, as Marrow just coming up suicide, creeping his way forward. And that's the first lead for Club 333, I believe, of the evening.
You're right. I mean, they tied it up 1-1 on Inferno and then gone from there. Felt like an afterthought trying to take another lead after that second round. So any improvement is good. The mid-rush coming through for Chicken Coop. Upgraded pistols in hand. A Deagle on the side of MDS, but it's not going to matter. Morrow going to find 2 and set up Club 333 for their third. So a little bit of a slower start for Chicken Coop, and I mean, can't blame them with the pistols, but good to see Club 333 isn't just rolling over already.
And I think this is sort of what we were expecting for a team that's coming into their own map pick, right? It was a pretty bleak game of Inferno, and I think this is a really good way now if you're Club 333 to sort of get back in the win column, right the ship, because that's what you need in a series like this where rounds can be decided by 1 or 2 plays. And, you know, you're just building that lead up now. Chicken Coop, yes, you expect to lose that round. You have rifles back in hand now, although it's definitely a little precarious still, as everybody looking pretty broke. If you're not able to find a win here, or at least rack up a decent bit of kills, Club 333 has potential to make this look like Inferno. It's all going to start with guys like Drop. I mean, he's been very effective thus far. Already the play of the night. Let's see if he can make another one.
Light utility on the side of Chicken Coop. So 2 smokes and 3 flashes to work with. It's not gonna allow them a ton of wiggle room here. I mean, 2 smokes already deployed. So 1:30 on the clock. It's only a total of 40 seconds to deny entry for Chicken Coop. And some Molly from outside of tunnels. It's gonna indicate at least a little bit of presence over towards that B site, but that bomb is still locked over behind A doors. So Club 53, they are not getting too aggressive here. They're letting these smokes play out. They know that Chicken Coop, well, they have funds. Their last smoke is going to get deployed right there, and that is the biggest indicator that one of these sites is going to be super easy to come through. Eventually, Crisp has an idea. Can't follow through, just able to find the
That
headshot.
finish him though.
Yeah, oh my
my God,
gosh,
1
so
HP.
close! So close in the molly as well! No way. No way he finds value here. This would be
I
insane.
mean, with a 3-man swing, and I think they're aware of Crisp's position, so this is going to be really, really tough. But of course, as I say that, able to find the head of Secret Agent, and here comes some more reinforcements as Jinku trying to break their way back in, and they do just that. Somehow, they scrap it through with barely any utility to their name, and they're right back in this game.
An insane sequence. That's like 3 kills in a matter of a second there.
And they just found
For
the fix
Chicken
they
Coop.
needed.
Insane. I mean, Club 333, they didn't get the bomb down, so it was stuck. You know, Fort Taylor was alone on that site, so you can't guarantee the bomb is going to get planted if your player from long isn't covering you completely from that cat side.
And I'm almost surprised that they didn't really try and get Crisp out a little bit earlier. I mean, you know his position, you know he has to be one shot. I'm surprised that no one is really trying to find that swing and maybe try and make it a little bit, you know, tougher. Oh, look at this timing as somehow Club 333 able to squeak through mid, but not before meeting an end on the other side of drop. They do find some picks to at least make it a little bit more interesting. Cobra now creeping his way towards B with this op, but I don't think they're expecting Jared all the way back site. Now the op down as well, so all up to Secret Agent, not full health, does have util to work with, but he's going to have to make a decision here.
Yeah, it does get the bomb, so Cobra wasn't really giving away where this was going to end. Jared had that smoke down in tunnel, so completely aware that no one was walking out, and killing Cobra right there as a solo is going to indicate that that B site is locked off. That leaves one area left. Secret Agent is going to get this bomb down and go into the 1v2. Smoke for CT is all for naught. Has to win this duel. It does find the first, but Jared, good for the trade. Ties it up here, 3-3. Really good CS here in this first couple of rounds.
And Club 333, I mean, their plays have been good. I mean, they're doing everything they need to break into the site. Obviously, they're benefiting from some nice timings as well. But Chicken Coop, they're just able to bull rush and find ways to win simply off of fragging alone. And some big asks thus far. I mean, that's 2 rounds in a row where they've needed some really big plays to make sure they can find a round win, and they can keep racking these up. This might be a little bit closer than Club 333 was hoping. I think they were maybe expecting a little bit of an easier ride, especially off the back of the first 2 rounds, but it was not meant to be, as this one, I think, destined to be very, very close all the way through.
Bit of a slower start now. Both sides just taking it easy. This first kind of point of contact looks like it's gonna... Uh-oh. Laxi, oh no. Damage already done in the server.
This could be bad as MDS. Oh my goodness. Fort Taylor hitting the deck. And now Chicken Coop. You don't have to do much now. You can be patient. Wreckmeister in a really good spot, but not good to find any as Cobra. Unconventional weaponry keeps Club 333 in. This Molly going out towards Car. Not going to find much, but that's going to be Jared to find something onto Secret Agent. So you thought that maybe they had an in, but just not enough. And now Crisp, Romero, just walking right into his sightlines, is going to avoid it, but not for that much longer, as Cobra going to be playing some Call of Duty on A-Long. Going to have to get himself out, but can't do it. Chicken Coop steal the lead back.
It's just really unfortunate there for Laxi. Gets timed out of the server, and oh, looks like we might be having a little server issue on our end. That's all right. Pause is going to come in, and we'll get things sorted out. You got to play it right. You got to do it right. The buy is coming in, so maybe it's just a quick kind of server refresh.
Well, I think that's what you're hoping. I mean, you would hate for a DC to come through in a critical time like this, but I think I think you called it right. I mean, if this buy goes through, I mean, we do have players at least moving in the server. It looks like everyone is there,
Yeah.
so I think we should be good to go in a matter of moments. But we'll hang out. We'll wait a little bit.
Much more competitive CS here in these first 7 rounds. I feel like it's just been more clean from both sides. I know Club 33's had a couple of missteps here and there, but I feel like they've kind of found their footing here. So here we go. The match is live once again, and Chicken Coop with a 1-round lead here. Club 333 super light buy, some upgraded Tech 9s. Could be an indicator for a fast B play, but have to see how things kind of play out here in round number 8.
You don't want to say that this is getting to be a critical time for Club 333, but that's definitely what we're thinking. I mean, it's going to be tough off the rip. I mean, the weaponry definitely isn't there. And, I mean, it's going to be a lot harder now that for Taylor, once again, one of these first to fall, and they're just all lining up in mid. I mean, just an absolute meat grinder that Club 33 has entered. Not even a fingernail left of the body of Club 333. Chicken Coop, make that one quick.
Yeah, just get it over with, right? Try and find some value for Taylor trying to get through that Molly does, but the tick damage is already there. That isn't going to let him, you know, kind of clear anything out properly. It's too much area to cover when you swing up through towards Cad, and now the rifles are back on the board, so it's interesting to see how Club 333 they respond to that. Fighter utility. Laxi, though. That's the first kill onto Wreckmeister. That's a really good start. Long is open for business. Flash is going to come through. Chris playing up by himself and has to back up out of cover. That smoke is going to allow these T's to walk through and let's just get blown open here. Oh, that's a great grenade. Great utility from Chicken Coop.
Club 333, they do get the response, though. MDS, so he's going to hear at least one, maybe two in mid, and he's just, oh, he turns away. He could have had Secret Agent in tunnels dead to rights, but not meant to be, and now Cobra having a chance to strike, and he does just that. Club now moving their way towards this B site as Drop and Crisp, they're left by their lonesome. Crisp with this op near Murder Hole. He's in a good position to maybe catch somebody lacking, but the numbers are a little too strong, I think. And this is going to be a really tough retake. Now, Crisp in an awkward situation. I don't think you really try this, but it's a nice little shot. Gonna have to hot swap out, but the flank comes through, and even the hot swap to the Tech 9 is not enough as Club 333 get momentum back just a little bit in their favor. Maybe some wind in their sails now. That was a critical round that they got.
Impossible retake there for Crisp, and able to buy back up into that op. So a little bit of a backbreaker potentially on tap for Club 333. Oh, come on, Cobra.
How did you miss?
The damage was there, but cannot finish him off. Unconfirmed damage for Club 333, and once again, here's that point of contact towards the long. Wreckmeister. His name is called once again. Up close, though. MDS. He's has to swing.
They're all going to get seen by Chris.
Oh my gosh. The trade. It's there.
That's
now the numbers game.
It's not bombed down, but I mean, Secret Agent in a really, really tough spot. That smoke is going to be used, but that's a critical smoke because now you have no more smokes for Club 333, but it might not matter as for Taylor. A nice double and maybe even make it a triple as this is getting shut down, but not before Jared can at least make it a little bit interesting. One flash to his name. Does have a kit as well.
No smoke for the cross.
So this definitely is possible. He's going to get a look at Secret Agent, not able to finish him off, but this position going to be known. Secret Agent does pick up a flash. gonna pop that Molly, or is a Molly, excuse me, just dumping all of it out. So Jared now has a decision to make. He does have a kit, does have some time.
I think you gotta try and fight this and grab Crisp's op.
Oh, he's gonna be perfect. I mean, they make the adjustment when they needed to. They expected it. But this one not over yet. Jared, though, a valiant effort, but just not enough tools in the box to get it done.
I like this timeout call. I think it's a valid timeout. You feel like you held them pretty well on Inferno, and now they're kind of pushing back, so take a minute, take a breather, stand up, walk around, loosen up. Confidence has to be there for Chicken Coop, especially after map number 1. Club 333, their T side has looked really good here on Dust 2, and Chicken Coop's, I think, had some opportunities to take away some of those rounds, and they just fell through. Like, it was so close right there. I mean, no cross smoke. If you peeked out 1 second earlier, might have been able to find that bomb carrier, and that makes an awkward timing, right? So, just some things just not going their way here, and I think they understand that. Timeout gives them a little bit of breathing room. Cobra is deadly.
He saw the head of drop, I think.
I think he did. Just barely.
Early intel now is Laxi. He's a bit of aware. I mean, that smoke gonna cut off tunnels, so Laxi in a bit of an awkward spot is giving Chicken Coop now a chance to rotate over, and very slow execute getting set. A lot of smoke getting dumped over towards A long as the T's finally begin to creep their way forward. But this 3-man set from Chicken Coop, they're gonna have to be ready to meet this aggression. But once again, it's gonna be for Taylor who finds that first pick, and already this defense starting to bend a little bit. Marrow not able to clean that up as 4 picks start coming the way of Chicken Coop, blinded as well, but still able to get something. 4 picks come through. Jared, not 1, but 2 out of that smoke, as now he's asked to clutch once again. This time he's good for it, and Chicken Coop take the lead right before halftime.
Great play right there from Jared to play off that smoke, isolate those fights, and bring it down into the 1v1, and raw aim wins you that one. Jared finds 3, brings him up to 8 kills here as we head towards the halftime. Great timeout call from Chicken Coop. They find one off of the back of it, and it's time to bring that momentum here into the second half. Cobra isn't going to take the shot there. This is
nice.
Oh,
nade.
Wow.
Oh my. What a nade from Chicken Coop to take out for Taylor. And that is a big momentum shift in this critical round number 12. Club 3-3 can take a lot of space in mid, but this position is known for Chicken Coop. Spray through the smoke. Coming through from drop is going to connect. Not able to keep that going, but Jared in a position to find the refrag is going to steal away some utilities well. Is able to re-smoke if he wants. But it doesn't even matter. He's just going to go for the pick. 3v2 now. Make that a 2v2 as Cobra. You can't leave him down for too long. He will strike when you least expect it. Much better game for your 3-3-3 opper.
This is going to get really awkward now for Chicken Coop. They're split. So no matter who is going to take this first fight, they're not going to have the refrag potential. So Crisp, you have to be good on this first shot. You have to. You cannot miss. There's a flash for Morrow. There it is. That's the miss. That's going to hurt. They're going to know the op is here. Oh, that breaks it open. MDS has a good timing behind that molly. 35 seconds now. Does have the flash. Could come in big, but this opper is posted up on this boost. And
he sees the barrel. He killed him so hard he was out of the server. I mean, but he's doing everything right. I mean, he sees the barrel of Cobra, so I mean, he knows where it is, but he just doesn't expect the crossfire there. And unfortunately, I think you had said it. That's just all on Crisp right there. Is you need to find this pick, and I'm always wondering is Crisp had some util. He at least had a smoke and a molly. I was wondering if maybe you smoke that first just to slow that, and if you want to maybe get this rotation to come through, but I think he was just hoping to hit that shot, didn't get it, and unfortunately that was the losing play as we head into the second half tied. Chinku's been good on pistols to start, but Laxi, not able to find it as drop with a quick flick. Let's see if Chinku can stay perfect on pistols.
Good opener. Well, the trade is going to come in. The equalizer, I should say. Here comes the swing now. The T's coming out. It's MDS. Finds 2, but Cobra, 14 and 7. His name has been called a couple times tonight, and gonna need to work some magic here on the pistol round. Jared and drop. They gotta cross. They gotta get this bomb down. Put some pressure onto Club 333, and the fake is going to come in. Up through window, finds the headshot, and now it's all Cobra. 4 kills for Cobra here in the pistol round. Finds Club 333 7th.
Finally
menace
getting a pistol as well.
Yes.
I mean, you need this if you're Club 333. A lot closer, I think, than you were hoping on your own map pick. And Shinku making a good fight out of it. But they just can't finish in a lot of these rounds. They find the picks they need. They get off to a good start, but they're just not able to get to that point, even though it's been close. I think there have been a lot of rounds where Chinku was just, they sort of let it slip through their fingers. And I think if they lose it, it's off the back of their own mistakes here. They're going to be forced to buy into this round. I don't think you want to try and give Club 333 more momentum on the CT side. Absolutely critical win needed for Chicken Coop if they want to try and stay in this game.
History is an indicator of
True, very
could
true.
be 7-7 here. Have not seen a team follow up their pistol round with a round win, and the trades are going to come through. That's going to be a couple more members of Chicken Coop spotted over towards long, so that's going to draw Cobra and Secret Agent towards this A site. Play it up close. You got to clear out the cat, though. You never know about this pinch. Jared into lower tons, and only has a Mac 10, so those range fights are not going to be good for him. Shots fly on that smoke cross, and Chinkoob, they're rethinking this. Something Jared is understanding, something he's seeing is rotating this bomb over. Chris, meanwhile, is just going to stay here and try and look for an extra pick.
If he can get an extra pick, that's going to be so huge. Because 3-3 completely drawn off. I mean, for Taylor, a little bit suspicious, is going to hurry his way up, going to try and get that pre-fire, but that at least is going to be a bit of an audio cue. Flash out for Chicken Coop, and they're not going to be able to finish it. Jared with the Mac 10, able to spray it down to Chris on long. Good to find another one, so now really, really dire straits for Club 333 as they need to try and break their way back in, but no util on their side. They're just going to have to raw swing everything, and already these crossfires are set up. Drop. Ready for the swing. Finds the first one is Jared with the second one. They went to Jared, and he ended it. 7-7. Another conversion being denied.
Guys, win the conversion. Come on. Somebody please end this. This is insane. That's 4 pistols unable to be followed up. Insane. I don't know if I've ever seen that. That's crazy. In a best of 3, the conversions are not there, and it's such a back and forth. No one's able to gain any momentum.
You so needed that for Chinku, but now Club forced to eco in what is going to be crunch time almost, because this definitely has shades of a game that you're going to need every single round win if you want to get over this hump. Cobra, he's been good with the long-range weaponry in this game. Scout or off. Flash is out. Shot is missed. Drop finds the first for Taylor with a double. They continue to fall through, and after all that carnage, Drop, the only one left standing at 30 HP, and has that audio cue, but not able to finish it. That's a much-needed response from Club 333.
What? To 4, 5, 7 kills? Are you kidding me? Out of tons? What is going on here? I'm confused. I'm very confused. I don't know if there was a missed piece of util there. Chicken Coop was completely blinded on the way out there, and it felt like Club 333 was even blinded a little bit too. Tons of flashbangs going off, and they just seem to have gotten stuck on each other right there.
You've seen a couple meat grinders tonight, and
Yeah.
that's just another one. I mean, very bizarre, but at least if you're Chicken Coop, you are still able to buy in, but definitely not in a position where you'd want to be if you lose. And you take a look at the utility, definitely favoring your CTs. As Chicken Coop already investing a couple smokes over towards mid. Molly's out as well. Up towards Cat as Crisp is able to creep up. And yeah, you're right. A lot of space that's been created now as Cat completely under control of the T's. But they have to be careful as Cobra ready to strike once again. Old Crisp, he saw him, not able to connect on the killing blow, though. Another look at Cobra, who works his way up, drop. Tries the first one, and that's MDS. His name was called to get another one, so Laxi for Taylor, Secret Agent, the last left standing. Gonna be forced to retake once again. We've seen that Chicken Coop has been really good at halting these retakes. Let's see if they can do another one.
Secret Agent just brought down to 38 HP right there, and shot's not going to come through. Thomas from long range. He's going to find one, but Jared's going to seal the deal here. Headshot kill on Ford Taylor, and now 30 HP. Bomb's halfway ticked down, and the FAMAS is more important than the potential retake. Back and forth we go here on Dust 2. It feels like a completely different tone than Inferno. Well done from Chicken Coop to really take space on Catwalk right there and just explode out onto that A site. That big damage onto Cobra towards that ramp that really set the tone and kind of brought down an unneeded or unwanted, pardon me, pressure onto Club 333. No backup nearby, and FAMAS getting brought into round number 17. For the rest of the team, though, it's going to look like upgraded pistols.
But you see the upgraded pistols, the timeout comes through as well. But I don't think it's even a guarantee, because we've seen some wacky rounds tonight, or even with so-called, lesser guns, both these teams have been able to make magic happen. And I think for Club 333 is taking the time to really rethink this, make sure the set play here. Sure, the money will be better once you get into round 18, but again, this is a round where you potentially could steal away again. Look at what happened a couple rounds ago. Those 4 picks with the 5-7 completely changed how this half was looking to go. And I think that's another kind of round that you need in order to get yourself over this hump.
Gonna need a little bit of a miracle on this round, at least, if you're Club 333. The FAMAS in Maro's hands. It's going to be the real decider here, but look at this. Chicken Coop, they're expecting something quick. This is a nice default towards A. I mean, they know they've broken 333's economy, so
here they come.
they're just going to walk up
home.
and... Yeah, exactly. No one is home. But they're not... Look at this. They're playing so
pressure.
smart.
And there's no pressure over towards B. I mean, it's just for Taylor with the 5-7. And I mean, that, like, if you're 3-3, that there's some pressure over towards mid. That smoke going to give it away as well, as that's going to be able to cover CT. But now the flank could potentially be on it. That's going to be Wreckmeister, who's going to be tasked with stopping this backstab. And he is going to be good for one, as the gun bearer revealing the position of Cobra. So now Laxi in a very awkward spot. He's going to be locked out near those doors near Long. So the play, you would think Club 333 has made the adjustments for Taylor. He's in a tough spot. Going to have to swap to his gun, but a little too slow as drop of the wall bang. Opens up this B site like a walnut, and that is it for this round. I mean, full numbers online for the T's. And do you risk losing this FAMAS in this situation? The in, but it's too risky.
No way. I mean, I'm not even... I think Wreckmeister here, I'm a huge fan of that position. Like, I was just about to say, I don't like being solo with an AK,
now you
because
give him an AK.
you give him an AK, Okay, sure, Jared is nearby, but is he really gonna peek that? No,
he's gonna fly. Oh, well, he's fully protected.
He's just gonna flash him off of that angle. It's a free AK. I don't know if I'm Wreckmeister. I'm going back and grouping with Jared towards the T car because there's literally no reason to give them an AK right there, other than the fact that you think they might have an upgraded pistol, and now they give Secret Agent a valuable asset here. You can hand that over to Laxi. And a better buy for Club 333 while Chicken Coop takes their 9th.
An expected round win, and now ball is in your court for Club 333. I mean, sure you was the round, but like you were saying, this awkward position from Wreckmeister, giving a free AK away, and gotta be careful on that because that could be the difference maker in this round. I mean, not having to buy another rifle definitely lets you buy more util if you're on the CT, so definitely a lot stronger than what we were expecting here. And
oh my.
Drop on top of Xbox. He's going to have to get something here, but he comes up with zilch as Marrow shuts it down.
They leave.
Now they leave, and it's another potential upgrade. Marrow, going to get roasted alive. Still able to survive on 32 HP, but the HP starting to go down. Wreckmeister picking up for the previous mistakes, but those CT still fighting. Really trying to hold off this push onto A. Now Chicken Coop looking to put the finishing blow in this round, but still need a little bit more work. That will help as MDS, his name is called again. Nice spray down. Cobra and Fort Taylor, the last two left standing.
Such a crucial kill right there from MDS. I mean, Laxi had the AK, right? So one headshot, it's over for MDS, and that stalls out Chicken Coop's attack onto the bomb site.
No util, though, for this hold here. But one smoke and an op now. And for Cobra, I mean, you're probably not looking to swing this out. I think if anything, you're going to maybe send Fort Taylor to find something, but you can't risk losing this investment. And it was a good hold, but just a couple missed plays and not able to close it out, and some slow rotations leading to another Chicken Coop win. Their biggest lead of Dust 2.
You need to do the opposite of what Wreckmeister did the previous round if you're Club 333, which they are doing. You need to play together. You have the op. If that op misses a shot against these rifles, they're dead, right? So Fort Taylor being nearby, that would allow the refrag to come in, you know, if they were to aggress towards that B site. So the rifle and the op being brought into round number 19, it's getting into those waning moments here in Dust 2. And like you said, Chicken Coop, 2-round lead. That's the biggest lead here in the second half. So,
and it still doesn't feel safe.
No,
either.
It does not.
I mean, it is a cushion, and the money is looking good for Chicken Coop, but I am not comfortable with this lead, at least not yet. I think another round win, and then maybe you're starting to feel a little bit good. This fast execute onto Long, getting shut right down as Crisp hits the deck. Club 333. They lose Cobra, and now space taken towards Long for Chicken Coop as they're really trying to aggress quickly. MDS on a little bit of a lurk as well, so potentially could make some noise, but Marrow is going to need to try and find something here on Cat. If he's not able to pick up this pick on this lurk, even on Jared, who's very, very late to the party, maybe going to send him around near tunnels, so a little bit of an interesting execute from Chicken Coop, and let's see if Club 333 can read this correctly. Oh, wow. My goodness.
Drop has had some
off. My goodness.
Smooth off. Drop has had some really nice shots here on Dust too. I mean, play of the night with the pistols. That's a nice shot there, and
this timing, Marrow, just look to your right, brother.
Oh,
not that time. Oh, no! The timing is gonna benefit Chicken Coop. Everything coming up T side right now. Okay, another one, but okay. As soon as I say that, that's an upgrade now going the way. More Secret Agent, not even going to be able to fire that shot as a double from Wreckmeister, and now Chicken Coop starting to pull away.
It's feeling like it's coming to a conclusion here on Dust 2. Money is so good now for the T's. I mean, Jared can buy full util and an AK, and he's still at 4.4. So Crisp is going to get the op. Look at this. The op in the hands of Crisp with 7K. So even if Club 333 can scrape together a win here, it's going to mean nothing in terms of economy.
Cobra's been watching some NRG highlights as he's bringing the AUG to the party. I mean, I don't hate it. I mean, I think, I don't think the AUG is necessarily getting like a renaissance, but I think it's been proven, at least Grim has proven, that this is a gun that can be used to great effectiveness in the right situation. I think at this distance, Cobra's going to have a lot of firing power, and I don't think MDS is expecting this backstab. This can really shut things down, because he has not moved at all.
Oh my gosh.
Wait a minute. Nope. He's turned around, and look at this pinch.
Jared.
Oh, no, don't look towards suicide, brother. If you come the other way, smoke out towards mid, he's not going to be able to help.
They're creeping up long, though.
He's still going to be there. Ooh,
oh, Jared gets him.
Man, he is too smart for that. Wreckmeister, again, another one will fall for it. That could be a juice. He made drop still somehow up as Club 333 continuing to fight on long. As Chicken Coop gonna have to back up here as another one falls to the ground. Bomb down as well. MDS somehow still alive. My goodness, what a spray down. 19 HP. Marrow, he's gonna have to try and chase this.
Oh no.
Or does he?
MDS.
Who's gonna hear that?
Oh, the look away at the last second. Marrow finds the 9th for Club 333, and great util usage right there from Club 333. The nade to pop open the smoke and deal a ton of damage onto drop brings him down to 1 HP. The sprays with the SMGs, it's gonna pay huge dividends. The AUG almost found huge value for Club 333, but in the end, it doesn't matter. They were able to pull that one out of their hats, and heavier towards B this time for Chicken Coop.
We haven't seen a B execute in a little bit, so you're hoping that Club is able to read this correctly. Smoke gonna delay that execute at least for a little bit, as now you're leaving.
They're rethinking it.
Drop here, potentially on a little bit of a late lurk going through tunnels, as they're gonna re-smoke that, but not a great smoke. Guess it does what it needs to, as Marrow left questioning.
I think it's not a bad... I mean, it's a weird smoke. Because I don't know if it's necessarily missed, or if it's gonna cause... Yeah, see, Laxy's now watching it, so it isn't gonna bring any value.
Well.
Yeah. I think that could have been used as like a sneak. You could kind of sneak through towards car if you had gotten out. You know what I mean? You can kind of wrap to the right if nobody was watching the door, but Laxy was there. So in the end, it means nothing, and Ford Taylor is up to bat here on the ramp.
Ooh, surprise, there's no flash coming out of doors now. Ford Taylor's going to be able to back his way to 3 grenades. Someone eventually finds it, but
Crisp.
now Club 333 able. Oh, but of course I say that. Like you mentioned, Crisp. That's another big pick. Miss now Secret Agent. The onus is on you. Shots the FAMAS out towards the car. Jared is going to follow, but Crisp and Wreckmeister. More picks for Chicken Coop. And now Marrow on Xbox. 1v2. He's going to have to do some serious gaming to keep Club 333 in this round. Crisp isolated on an island with the op. Drop.
It's planted for him, though. It's planted for long. So even if
Has
drop...
a flash.
Even if Drop gets this kill, or doesn't get this kill, pardon me, Crisp has a huge advantage. I don't think there's any smokes on the floor. Doesn't matter. Drop is good for his 19th, and Chicken Coop's 12th.
There, I'm kind of surprised it didn't flash in there. I mean, you could creep your way up, but a flash pop to maybe at least swing in. I know the offer is in a power position, but if you have the util, might as well use it. Use it or lose it in this case. And now this buy, definitely not the most healthy for your CTs, as a couple MP9s. A little bit of a boost, but oh my! For Taylor. Ending Crisp's round early. see what the rest of Chicken Coop can do in this round. 2-2 split. Space created in tunnels. Cobra going to be holding these mid doors, but Chicken Coop not off to a hot start. Losing one of your most productive players. Definitely heartbreaking as this molly over towards long. Maybe going to fool Laxi into overextending a little bit. But I think this is a round where it's really going to decide, it's really going to benefit, or not benefit, it's going to really be decided on who's able to find the next pick. Both teams going to be playing off of contact here. You don't want to make a mistake at this critical juncture in the game, but the longer this goes on, the more util has been burned, and Laxi, he's good to find one, but the trade comes through.
Spotted bomb, though. Oh, no.
Now things are getting a little bit tense. Jared, how much util left now? Smoke going to be over towards B doors. Flash, grenade, and HE left for Club 333. Not much to work with. They're going to need something, anything, to get through this.
Flashes through!
Oh
my gosh!
That's like crazy!
Secret Agent!
Absolutely crazy, but MDS, he doesn't have the time. Secret Agent is going to defuse, and MDS is going to go for this. He could have had it. He could have had that. I cannot believe MDS did not try and swing back in.
I don't even... you know what? I don't know if he heard the defuse. Because he was fighting in CT. Bullets flying. The defuse starts. It's such a quick sound. With all the ringing and then the footsteps afterwards. Might not have even heard the defuse start. So just kind of waiting for the reaggress. Because obviously knows that they're down towards that B doors. For
That's
Taylor.
A critical mistake being made, and not as bad as it could have been, as the refrag has come through. As MDS going to try and flash his way in towards mid. Molly as well for Cat. That's Chicken Coop now. They're looking to execute onto this A site. Gonna wait for this Molly to extinguish. The play has been called. It's the rotation slowly being made. A Secret Agent now. Again, another critical task. And once again, kind of like the last round, hardly any util for these CTs. One flash, one smoke. So this is going to be a very ugly hold depending on how this goes through. As Chicken Coop, a lot more tools to work with, and with Crisp on a scout. I mean, it's not as good as an op, but he's had a good shot tonight.
Laxi's playing really up towards those A doors. Oh, that fight down towards CT. Spawn, Wreckmeister gonna bait Secret Agent in, and now Cobra. Oh, the first shot, Jared. Finds the opener.
He missed twice, 3 times. Are you serious? 3 misses for Club 333. They lose out on Dust 2. Chicken Coop scrapping their way forward, and I mean, what a game compared to Inferno. I mean, we laughed, we cried, there was so much drama. I mean, what a showing from both of these teams. I mean, definitely an exciting game, all things considered, but holy, some critical misses there at the end there that could have salvaged that round for them.
Right at the very end. I mean, Secret Agent had that beautiful MP9 rush through the smoke the round prior. I kind of thought that was a huge momentum swinger, and then 3 op misses right at the end for Club 333. That secures Chicken Coop in towards that grand finals. Let's see. Let's get a face it check here. I kind of want to check and see if the Villainous game is all done. We got to do this live. It's the only way to do it properly. And Villainous, they are on top of... Oh, it's over. It's 2-0 over Brahmas.
It's going to be a good game.
Chicken Coop versus Villainous.
And Chicken Coop. That's going to be a good good matchup between the two of them. And, I mean, this is definitely a team that has championship aspirations. I mean, I think being... how this series ended out today, I mean, obviously Inferno was very, very dominant, set the tone early, but then to come in, to plug in, or not to plug in, but to come in to, enemy territory where club has won 5 games in a row and had seemed to have really snatched some of that magic. It was close, but it seemed like the mistakes were being mitigated from club 333, at least for the first little bit, but then somehow a switch just get clicked. They start to win the eco battle, and then that's just when things snowballed in their favor. Really, really good resilience being shown from the side of Chicken Coop, and now setting up a date with Villainous. I mean, just based on paper, I mean, I don't know who I have in that matchup. I think that one definitely is destined to go 3, but
Yeah,
I don't know. There's some shooters on both of those teams.
both of those teams are going to go head to head. What was that date? Let me get that date right for us here. Where is
That's
it?
a good question.
July 1st. So a lot
Canada
of time
Day.
to
Oh,
prep.
Canada Day.
Canada Day. So
Happy Canada
Drops
Day.
got to show up, and the rest of Villainous has got to show up on Canada Day. A lot of Canadians there in that matchup, but that is it for us here at True North Studio. We have one last thing to plug: our giveaway. If you are still hanging around in chat, !giveaway in chat, and you will be entered into a chance to win the 7-day access code provided to us by our friends over at Counter Strat. So please, !giveaway if you are still hanging around. Get typing, man. Get typing. And if you are lucky enough to win the giveaway, we will send you a DM from the True North Studio account with your giveaway code. You can use that for your 7-day access trial. We'll have plenty more giveaways in the future, so please stay tuned. And speaking of Counter Strat, we got to thank our partners, Counter Strat and Third Sight here at True North Studios. They help us make these streams look good. They make us casters look smart, and they support our communities here in North America. So thank you to Counter Strat and Third Sight for doing what they do best and helping us out here at True North. And for myself, Evan, got to thank you, buddy, for being on the cast with me tonight. Very long day for you, but you thugged it out. 11-20. 2-game set. You did it, my friend. And I want to thank our director, Carl Varsiel Godin, as well as our observer, MJ, tonight. MJ was on the sticks. So please follow them on their socials. Follow us on our socials, !socials in chat. And that is it for us here at True North. Evan, any final words, or are you going to send us off here, buddy?
I got nothing for you, Hayden, but we'll send it off with a lovely good night to all the viewers still in chat, and we hope to see you again next time.
Don't look at me.